girl! Let's go. Okay. Yeah. All right, we've got Ellie out here. Just got her back from some training that she was doing this summer, and we thought we'd come out here on Rooster Ridge. It's here in Missoula. It's a bird hunting spot where you can come out and buy some birds, and they'll go place them out throughout these hills, different places. And it's just a great place to go get a young dog some work and get a little tune-up before hunting season. So there's a rooster pheasants right there. So yeah, so we're gonna go do that, and we also have our sharp-tailed knife coming out. So it's a great time to maybe get one of these in a bird and get a little upland content.
Yeah. So
Nope.
This is actually our first forte into cut and sew. So obviously in Montana, puppy vest, we all live in puppy vests. We're doing our first puppy vest, so obviously black. The inside is bright orange, and after the fact, you know, from our buddy Brett, which a lot of you guys know, he thought this vest would work really well for hunting. You know, while we were designing that, we honestly had no thought of that either, but I'm glad he thought of using this as a reversible hunting vest at the same time.
Good girl! Good girl! Here!
This is one hell of a way to kick off your work week. So it's Monday morning about 8 a.m. So we decided to go hunt some pheasant, some chuckers. Our shop is only probably about 2 miles to the west. The even best part is our new shop is probably only like 800 yards to the north. So this is one of the beautiful things about working in Montana. You can't beat this.
Come here. Let's go. All right, we got a couple pheasants, got Ellie a little bit of work. I'm sure we missed some birds. It's just with a young dog, you just got to get some experience on them of working that brush and working those places. But now we got to go put that flat tail to a little bit of work, breast out a couple pheasants. And it's a Monday, so we have to get back to meetings.
Yep. Packed.
What's going on, guys? This is Mac at MKC. We just got done packaging all these coffee boxes over here. We also got these Dixon flannels here. We have a whole lot of new merch from Dixon coming up, so be on the lookout for that. You guys are gonna like them.
Hey guys, we just wanted to thank you for the support with the Micro Works Foundation. We donated a bunch of knives to them. We put them up for sale. You guys bought them and absolutely blew it out. We actually had to put more knives up, apparel, and we ended up raising just over $66,000 thanks to your support. Thanks to Mike Rowe with what he's doing, with the message that he's putting out about maybe alternate paths for kids coming out of high school that aren't maybe wanting to go to a 4-year degree. You know, frankly, we hire a bunch of these exact kind of people, and they're some of the best people that you can find. They work hard, and they're helping us grow our American dream. I don't know, it's really cool what this all means to us, and you know, the involvement with Mike. So
yeah, and this honestly means a ton to us because, you know, both of us grew up in blue collar families. You know, I grew up, you know, shingling roofs and all that stuff, and like, so giving back to this community means more than like ever. And the fact of how we're doing it through American Made, so not only is those purchases of those knives like affecting like the foundation itself, but also too the trickle down effect of how it affects our employees, how it affects Montana, how it affects our local community. It's insane. Like, we may be cutting a check for $66,000, but the amount of that money also too going back into our communities and stuff like that to the other knife sales is, we can't even calculate how much that's actually affecting everybody.
So if you want to be a machinist someday, apply. No, seriously, we need help, and this is why we want to support initiatives like this, is because we're an example of a company that's looking for that kind of a person. So thanks to Mike for what he does, the Micro Works Foundation. And if you're a high school kid, and you're looking to go into the trades, go to the Micro Row Works Foundation and apply for his scholarship, and might help kick you off into a great life.
Yep. How do we mail this?
So we're out here this morning, early morning. We were out here at about sunrise. We're shooting content. Henry's behind the camera. Lindsay's over here working on some coffee. We're shooting these new Meat Church chef's knives. They're the same blade shape, and style as our Bighorn chef's knives, but they are I want to say about 6 inches. And so we're shooting these this morning. It's a new knife coming. We are out here also in a very predator-rich area, and so while we've been setting up this shoot, I've been hammering on the predator call, and I have a rifle and my hunter's orange and my pack, and Henry has his bow in the truck. Did manage to call something in during the shoot, and we'd at least be prepared for it. This thing is a shooter, man. It's the Havoc PH2. It's a 7 PRC. I have a Loophole VX6 on it. Big fan of Loophole. They have always been great scopes for any of my rifles that I've ever used. I think this is the 4th Loophole scope that I have currently on my rifles, and I use all their binos, range finders, spotting scopes, everything. But this rifle is a shooter, man. I've got it dialed, and you know, so if we see a bear cross across this flat over here, our wind would be good for it, even though we're being a little loud. But you know, we get the job done. Go ahead.
So we're launching these new Yeti coffee mugs as well. They're freaking great. I have been drinking coffee out of them all day. We have this other one too. That's not the one. Gosh darn it. I had coffee in I had coffee in this one as well, utilizing them both. Stayed hot all morning. It's pretty chilly out, so it's been pretty nice. I'm gonna unwrap mine.
Hey, what are you making?
Some breakfast burritos out in the woods.
What's all in them?
We made some pico. We got some cooked up pork belly, some eggs made in a pork belly grease. It's the best way to do it.
I ate it.
Oh Jesus, we're about to lose our pork.
No!
Oh my
Sorry, Henry.
gosh.
Trying to save the pork. I'll save it right between my teeth.
Oh my god, that was a massive.
Hey guys, my name is Josh Smith and I am the CEO of Montana Knife Company, and I have a very exciting announcement that we are adding a knife to our culinary line. This right here is the Meat Church knife. We've been getting some feedback that people would like to see us have a chef's knife that's a little bit shorter than our Bighorn chef. So that's what we did. We built a knife that is basically the same design as our Bighorn, but we kind of reduced it down in size. And this knife is the perfect meat cutting knife for your kitchen, for your barbecue area. And we teamed up with Matt Pittman from Meat Church to work on this knife. He also wanted a knife that was a little bit more utilitarian as far as a chef's knife, something maybe not quite so large, but still had plenty of width here at the heel of the blade to cut up vegetables and do what you need to do on the cutting board. And Matt is one of these guys who travels all over the country cooking for everyone from the Dallas Cowboys to Luke Bryan to all the country music stars. And Matt is a barbecue master. When you eat his barbecue, it's unbelievable. And this guy teaches a ton of schools, a ton of students in his barbecue schools about how to barbecue, how to prepare for that, you know, how to cut up vegetables, use your knife, use the tools in your kitchen or your barbecue setup. And so that's why we're calling this the Meat Church knife. This is kind of a shout out to Matt. He's a total badass, and we're very excited to add this. And I think it really fits in perfectly, you know, because it's similar to the size of our Santoku, just a touch smaller. But if you're not really wanting that K-tip on the Santoku knife, and you want more of a traditional chef's knife style, but maybe just not quite the size of this Bighorn, the Meat Church is it. I think this is gonna be the go-to knife for a ton of people where it's handy. You can do some of the smaller tasks, but it's large enough to cut off a nice hunk of meat and serve it at Christmas time or Thanksgiving. This is just a great, great blade. The blade is 6 1/4 inches long. It's 10 5/8 inches overall length. We have a G10 handle, and of course we have to have the red Meat Church colors, right? And we also have black. So orange and black, red and black, those are our 3 colors. So this knife or any one of these 3 here are gonna fit right in the line of the knives that you already have, the Montana Knife Company set. This knife is gonna come separate from the set. This has a Magna Cut stainless steel blade. That means it's gonna cut for a long, long time. You can resharpen it easily. And speaking of that, with our Generations Promise, we resharpen these knives for free for life. And that's why we have this bison leather case here. So when you buy our set and you get that bison leather case, and not to mention, this knife's also gonna come with this Kydex sheath. You can put it in here, you can send it back to us in the bison leather roll, and we will sharpen the whole set for free and get it back to you we'll send it back the next day. So that's one thing I really think that is important to point out. American made means we're gonna stand behind our product, and we're gonna stand behind you. We're gonna warranty these knives if you need them. So after Christmas, after everyone goes home each year, send them in to us and get ready for the next year for all the family events that you're gonna be hosting, all the barbecues, the backyard barbecues, summertime. Send your knives in and we'll sharpen them. But this Meat Church is awesome. I love it. I think you guys are gonna love it. I think this is gonna be my go-to knife in the kitchen. And I hope you guys pick one up. Thanks again for your support, and thanks for supporting Meat Church and Montana Knife Company.
My name is Brylan. I'm a knife tech here at Montana Knife Company. This week we're giving away the Meat Church. Same blade shape as the Bighorn. It's gonna be 6 1/4 inches. What did we just say? Same blade shape as the Bighorn, just smaller version. It's gonna be 6 1/4 inch. They all come engraved with the Meat Church logo. All you gotta do to win this is like and comment on this video. Subscribe to our YouTube and sign up for our email list. And this wonderful blade can be yours.